Hey guys, hope you're doing very well. In today's video I thought I would do a quick video and talk about a piercing that I have decided to retire, and that is my Medusa Philtrum piercing, whichever one you want to call it. I think the technical term of the piercing is Philtrum, but a lot of people call it Medusa, and that is just the lip piercing that was in the middle of my moustache area, and I've had it for 2 years, I think. 2 years, 2.5 years. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, how long I've had it, but it's been a while. And it was honestly a very easy piercing to heal. It was a very easy piercing to deal with. It was quite a painful piercing to get, I won't lie. It was very spicy when I did get the piercing. And yeah, it healed within a week or so. Well, the pain of the piercing subsided after a week. But ever since I've had it, I've felt it. It's not been the most comfortable piercing for me to have, to be honest with you. It has been quite an annoying piercing to have in my mouth. Like, I could continuously feel it like on my gum teeth area, and it hasn't affected my gums or my teeth in any way. I could just feel it all the time. Like when I was like talking or smiling or laughing, I could just feel it. It wasn't like a comfortable piercing to have. It's not like a nose piercing or any other lip piercing that I had in the past, to be honest with you. I had a vertical labret twice in my life, then I had a normal labret at the bottom of my mouth here. I had the Monroe piercing, I don't know what the technical term is for that, but the piercing at the side of my mouth when I was younger, and none of them really bothered me that much. Well, the vertical labret one I did bite down on a couple of times, and I could feel that because it was like on my lip area there, but it wasn't annoying. But with my Philtrum piercing, I don't know, I could just feel it all the time. I was aware of it being there, and it was just quite uncomfortable. Anyway, the deciding factor of me taking it out was, I think it was 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I just bit down on it really hard, and I've never bit down on a piercing so hard in all my life. Oh my god, flashbacks. Yeah, I chomped down on it really hard. So the jewellery that I had in was just your basic, what do you call it? This is why I don't make piercing videos, because I really don't know the term, but it was like a, is it like a Traeger's bar? Flat back? Shit, what is it called? Oh, I'm gonna have to Google it, hang on. Labret. Did I say that? Labret? Anyway, it was just a standard labret stud that I had in. So it had a flat back and then the ball, or the stem, and then the ball. Anyway, I bit down on the flat back thing just so unbelievably hard. Like I've never experienced that kind of pain before, so I was just like fuck, and it felt instantly irritated, hot, and the top of my lip also just swelled up so much. I was just like fuck. So I took it out just so it could have like a breather, and when I took it out I realised that my life was a little bit more comfortable without it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it out overnight, just let it breathe. It shouldn't close up, so if I did want to put it back in, I shouldn't have a problem putting it in again, because I did have it for a few years. So yeah, I woke up the next morning and I was just like, I don't know if I want this anymore. You know, I was just like, I think I'm done with it. So I left it for the rest of that day, and I was just like, do I want it? Do I not? And then I put the bar in again, and I was just like doing all this in my mouth, and I was like, you know what, I can feel it again, I'm uncomfortable. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna evacuate it, like I'm done. If I want it redone again, I can just get it redone again in the same placement, because I know this is gonna leave a scar. I have a nice indent in my moustache area now, which is fabulous. It's not the best look, but I feel more comfortable. I don't feel so aware, obviously, because it's not there. But yeah, it's definitely made a difference. Like, I didn't realise how aware of it I was until I took it out, and then I'm like, wow, this is life-changing. So yeah, I've retired it, I've took it out, and that's the only reason. I kind of just wanted to make a video talking about it, and yeah, because I'm sure I might get questions. I've had a few messages on Instagram saying, you know, where is it? Have you taken it out for good? And yeah, I've taken it out for good, which is sad, because I did like the symmetry of having 2 nose piercings than the Philtrum piercing. I like the, you know, like the triangle type thing, like with one down here and then 2 up here. So I don't know, I feel a little bit off balance now when it comes to my face. Like, I feel like my nose is too heavy now with these rings. So I might change one of the rings to a stud at some point. At the minute I'm just like, whatever, don't care, but I don't know. I'd love to know your guys' opinions on my nose. Like, does it look a bit too heavy now with the 2 rings? I feel like I might have to change one to a stud or change both to a stud. I don't know. I haven't worn a stud in my nose for years and years and years, so that could be a fun change. But I've always found nose studs annoying. Like, if you bang your nose, it presses into like the, is it not sternum? Fuck's sake. What do you call that bit in the middle of your nose? Oh my god, I'm useless. Septum. It pushes into your septum area and that is a pain. Oh my god, tears streaming down my face. If any of you guys have any antidotes or anything to kind of help close a hole quicker, because it is quite a gaping hole. I'll show you up close. Not that you should see my face up close. Wow, that's bright. Let's turn that down, shall we? But yeah, you can just see it here where, ooh. But yeah, you might just be able to see the hole in my mouth there. Yeah, it's right there. So it kind of looks like a dimple from far away. So it looks like it's meant to be there, like I was born with it. But when you see it up close, it's like, wow, there's a hole in your moustache area there, love. Like, are we all right? Do you need some help there? I just feel a bit more comfortable with it out of my mouth, honestly. So that's not to say that if you're thinking about it, like, hopefully this hasn't put anyone off from getting that type of piercing. It does look absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Like, if you were watching this and you're kind of second guessing it, I would still say go for it. Again, piercings, you can take them out. Yes, you will be left with something in the middle of your moustache area, but you know, it's part of the fun, and it's not bothering me. If there is a way to make this close up quicker or to like hide it in any way, I have tried like concealers, pore filling, primer as well, and that really just does nothing, to be honest. It's probably best to just leave it and let it close up the way it should. It may take a few years for it to shrink down, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. And I know there are people out there that can actually close up holes like with stitches and stuff, but I don't know if I'm committed to that. That seems a bit extreme for me, to be honest. Like, I can just deal with this hole in my moustache area, and again, it's not that noticeable, but yeah. But yeah, anyway, I thought I would just, you know, put that out into the universe and tell the world that I no longer have that piercing, and I don't have any plans of getting any other piercings anytime soon, I don't think. I mean, I really do want to put some in my ears, like a second hole, and some up in this region of my ear. I don't know the technical fancy terms of the ones that I want, but I'm not like desperate to do that anytime soon. So obviously I'll keep you guys updated should that change. And yeah, let me know if you guys have ever taken out a piercing and it's left, you know, a significant hole there in your face. And again, if you've got any tips and tricks, just holler down below. And yeah, I hope you guys are all doing very, very well, and until next video, bye.